Hey, Colin Hiles here, aka the Mindset Guy, with today's training video, which is part 2 of how to release negative emotions. Now, if you haven't watched part 1, please go and watch that now, because this video will make more sense if you do. And I'm assuming right now that you've watched part 1 and now you want to watch part 2. Now, in part 2 here, we're going to look at the most important things to be doing when we're in this period of moving from one reality to a new reality. And I'm only going to talk about one of the disciplines in this video, and in video number 3, so a bonus video, I'm going to talk about the second discipline. So in the last video, we started to build this model up here, and we talked about, what creates a reality is what we think about, how we feel or believe, which is the subconscious mind, and then we act from those feelings, and we attract because of those feelings, and we get reality X. Now, if we want to move to a new reality, we'll call that reality Y, then, and that's a new goal or aspiration or desire that we want to achieve, then we need to start thinking different. We need to be thinking Y. The challenge is that as we think Y, we've got a subconscious that's set up for X. And this is where we're out of alignment, and it can create some interesting internal dynamics, let alone external dynamics as well. Now, the thing is, moving from one reality to a new reality is a process. Reality isn't static. It's always shifting and changing depending on what we're thinking about or how we're being as human beings. And so this process, moving from here to here, this creating period here is very, very critical, because this is where we can make some mistakes and either prevent ourselves, hinder the achievement of reality Y, or actually speed up the process that reality Y becomes the new reality for us. So reality X, old reality, reality Y, new reality that we want to move towards. So one of the disciplines that's really important during this creating period is visualization. To visualize, and I've talked about visualization in previous videos, but I just want to maybe use an analogy here to really bring this alive for you. Quite a visual impacting little example here. So what I have is a prop here, and here's the prop. Now hopefully you can see that. So this represents the subconscious mind, and the clear water in here represents it programmed for reality X, okay? So we start thinking reality Y. Now that's going to be represented by this little bit of ink that I'm just going to drop in there like so. And as you can see, it's not having a great deal of effect because there's so much X in the subconscious that the little bit of new Y that's gone in has been just instantly absorbed. Now, what was that? What did that dropper represent? Well, that represented a period of time where you detach from the old reality, reality X, and the worries and the concerns and the fears and everything that's mixed around that. You detach from that and you spend a bit of time thinking purposely or visualizing the new reality. So let's say that was 5 to 20 minutes, day 1. Well, day 2 comes around and I do the same. Another 5 to 20 minutes of purposely visualizing, detaching from the old reality, thinking about the new reality, which is reality Y. So that's another 5 to 20 minutes. But then on day 3, I do the same. I have another, 5 to 20 minutes of detached from the old reality, thinking about the new reality. Now you can see it's now starting to have some effect. It's now starting to shift what's in the subconscious. We're now moving more from the old reality, X reality that's programmed, to the new reality. Now let's say I spend, the next day and, more thinking time. Now I think you can see, if I carried on with this example, over a period of, let's say, 20 to 30 days of deliberately just 5 to 20 minutes of thinking about the new reality, and more importantly, getting the feeling of the new reality that I want, and I'll talk about that in a moment, it's going to start to condition and program the subconscious for the new reality, the success that I want. Now I'm going to put this down, it's quite heavy, but hopefully that gave you a really good idea of why it's important. Now, it's much better to do 5 to 20 minutes every day of visualization than it is to do, let's say, an hour or 2 hours one day a week. It's the consistency, because change is an accumulative process. It happens in small amounts gradually, much better than a large amount in just one period. So the discipline. Now, are you doing that? Do you have that discipline where you detached from the old reality, reality X, and you start to think about the new reality and you get that reality in your mind? Are you doing that? Because if you're not doing that, then there's a good chance that the new reality that you want is not going to happen as quick or as fast as you want. That's why visualization is so powerful. You see, the subconscious mind can't tell what's real or what's imagined. By really getting a vivid picture of what we want, and more importantly, the feeling that's attached to the success, and we drop that into the subconscious, then the subconscious begins to operate from that. That's why it's so important to visualize. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about visualization here. I've got a whole video on that, but I do want to tell you about the Mind Power Plus toolkit. Now, you may know about this, you may have heard about it. It's not the first time I've talked about it. But I've got a number of tools in there, 4 tools in there, and each tool is specific to get a certain result. And I use these tools, in fact, I created these tools for myself and my one-to-one clients when I first started out. I wanted to give them the easiest approach to getting the outcomes that they want, but it started with me first. So these are called my Mind Power Plus Toolkit tools. And it's 4 MP3s, 4 very powerful guided visualizations. And this one that really is designed to help get the feeling why and then the act why and attract why is called the Intention Manifester. And there's 2 parts to it, 2 parts that make it powerful. Now, the first thing is that each of the MP3s uses isochronic tones. And the great thing about isochronic tones is they easily and effortlessly put your brain into a brain wave state of alpha. Now, alpha is the best brainwave state because it's like the bridge between the conscious and the subconscious. So by putting ourselves into alpha, we're able to easily influence the subconscious because the subconscious mind opens up. So you don't have to do much for that. That's a real just put on the headphones and play. And the meditation is done for you. You don't have to sit in funny positions or have incense burning around you or make any noises. It's done for you. It's fantastic and it's very quick. Now, the second part of this is the guided visualization. This is where I use my voice and I take you on a specific guided visualization to help you get the outcome in your mind, the vivid picture in your mind of what it is that you want to achieve. And not only that, but also the feeling that you'll have when you achieve it, because that's the most important part. It's the feeling. The picture helps us get the feeling. We drop that down into the subconscious mind. And this is what I call psychopicology. Weird word, but basically it means that we're using pictures to influence our psychology. And as I said, it's done for you. All you've got to do is just listen to it. And by listening to it, you get the believability feeling. So what are the results? Well, the results are you get conscious and subconscious alignment very, very quickly. As a result, you get more motivation that's coming from the subconscious mind beginning to believe in what it is that you want to achieve. Also, a lovely little benefit is by using the MP3, you actually train yourself to go into alpha. So that's relaxing in itself. You'll come out of each of these meditations nice and relaxed and energized and feel revitalized. But that's just a plus, a benefit from doing this. So what I've done is I've put a link below this video for you to go and check out each of these MP3s. There's a video that you'll be able to watch where I explain each one in detail and the benefits that people are getting from using these as well. So if that sounds of interest to you, if you want to accelerate moving from here to here and you want to make it as easy as possible, then those tools are set. I'm using it personally right now around, one of the goals that I set this year was to get my weight and shape in check, but also get myself down to 12% body fat. And I'm down to, at this moment in time, I'm down to 13% body fat. I use the Intention Manifester regularly. I don't use it every day, not now. I did to begin with, but not now, because now I have that subconscious mind that is set up and is going for it. You know, it's becoming easier and easier now. I'm not tempted away. I'm not eating food that's not good for me. I'm getting up and I'm exercising, and that's happening without effort. I just want to do it now. Didn't at the beginning, but I do now. So I'm using the tool. Check it out. But please leave me some feedback. Let me know what you think about the video. 1, didn't enjoy it. 10 really enjoyed it. I love to get your feedback and your comments. So look out for part 3, where we're going to get into the second discipline here. I'm going to write this in here, that we need to do if we're moving from 1 to 2 and creating a new reality. This is Colin Hiles, aka The Mindset Guy. See you on the next video.